No drive, but we renting. Walk up to you while you're showing us stunts and you're up that jury.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Flex round! Flex round!
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Brendan Langley there to get him down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
On first down, Dobbs to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Dobbs now on 2nd down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
Out of the gun, Dobbs. This is Bell on the dump off. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. First down. Here's Cousins. He leaves this one for Howard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, let's go. 2. Gun.
Play fake. Cousins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And an alley to run. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 94 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 10-3. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Wide. Yellow.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Cousins now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Cousins now from the 50. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken short. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
A screen to Bell. Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
The give is to Bell. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
To throw is down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Right back to him on first down. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A give to Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side, but the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield, otherwise that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Dobbs to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's Cousins. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, second and 15.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow. Black, black. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
First. Line up.
A first down throw for Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On second down, Cousins again. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down, but they'll get it back. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Cousins again. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first, this from 41. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gibson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ringo, move. Run. Rhino.
Cousins on 1st down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Cousins. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Go ahead. Rhino. Ringo. Where's the hard?
To the air again, it's Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing, Cousins, buying time to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Here we go. Gun. Yellow. Where's the horse?
Again, it's Cousins. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Dobbs now on second down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. The Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Ohio! Ohio!
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Ohio! Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Ohio! Ohio!
On second down, Dobbs. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Throwing here, Dobbs. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Ohio! Ohio!
Dobbs is throwing. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Zebra.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right. Oh, wide open, complete. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third quarter. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. This is caught. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain. I know they didn't get it, but I kind of like the call. 2nd and inches, go right to the quarterback sneak. Normally, that should be executed better, shouldn't it?
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't like the call.
You don't like that?
That's just because they didn't get it, though. Hindsight's 20/20.
20/20 and never defeated.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Cousins on the keeper, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kirk Cousins with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2.
Let's go. Hey, Steamer. Gun. Rhino. We're going. Let's go.
Cousins to throw it this time. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Eluding the pressure right. That is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now Dobbs. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Out of the gun, Dobbs. He'll have a 1st down past the 40, and he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Following the interception, Cousins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play that time for Cleveland. 62 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. It's Cousins on the sneak. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run for it with Howard, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
And now out come the Steelers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So he was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Browns, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.